Previously on Thirst for Red. Chapter 3, Part 1 of 2. Are you on a date with Tsukishima? Yes. Yamaguchi looked down and back to Hinata. Hinata has been rendered speechless. His eyes turned watery. What? Hinata. Don't cry. Face with open mouth and cold sweat. Hinata Did I do something wrong? Hinata didn't understand why he was feeling the way he did. He felt indescribable sadness. No. It's perfectly fine. Smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat. Only, I wasn't expecting you to ask me that of all people. Hinata waited impatiently for his response. You got the wrong idea. Tsuki and I are just best friends. We don't have that kind of relationship. You can relax your shoulders. Smiling face with smiling eyes. I was just wondering why you were out together on a Sunday. That's all. I asked him to help me with some errands. He was free today too. Yamaguchi Tadashi's thoughts. What? Hinata's not being completely honest with himself. And he's stuttering an awful lot today. That makes sense. I didn't think it would be to this extent. Maybe a little help wouldn't be so bad. Real time. Oh, by the way, it's a holiday tomorrow, so we don't have club practice. Again. Good luck, Hinata-kun. White smiling face. Aw, thanks a lot, Yamaguchi. Hinata didn't seem to get Yamaguchi Tadashi's small remark. He guessed it was for the latter. Yamaguchi flashed a huge grin before they walked right back to where they left Natsu and Tsukishima. Meanwhile, happening at the same time. Oi. Tsukishima blatantly ignored Natsu. Oi, you glasses Ni-chan. Tsukishima turned his head to face Natsu, who was already throwing daggers at him. He glowered at her. Natsu wasn't rattled one bit. She scowled back at him. Tsukishima's thoughts. Cheeky little brat. She is definitely Shrimpy's little sister. Both so annoying. Real time. Tsukishima stood in front of her as she sat on the swing. Tsukishima bent his upper body forward, taunting her. You had the nerve to glare at me, tough kid. Unamused face. Natsu softened a little. She puts on the same expression Tsukishima does on his normal days. Tsukishima stood straight. What's your problem? Natsu remained still. Tsukishima takes a seat on the swing next to her. You. Tsukishima looks her way. It was you, wasn't it? You fit the description. Tsukishima had no idea what she was talking about. At least, he pretended not to know. Natsu munched on her onigiri as she talks. I heard Ni-chan earlier this morning. He was calling someone four-eyed jerkface and talking about pulling an all-nighter. Tsukishima was taken aback. J jerkface? Gee. He was silent for a moment. I'm not the only one in the world with glasses, kid. Face with rolling eyes. Deep down, he half wished it was him. Then he would know, he was thinking about him too. Natsu chomps on the last bite, licks her fingers and finished her meal. You've been here the whole time. Natsu kept on dropping bombs. Tsukishima was hardly keeping up. He's the one who does that all the time. Now, done to him, he didn't know how to respond. It was like having to deal with his own reflection. Another him. Natsu gave him a smug little smile. Gee. Not gonna deny it? Smirking face. He can't. She was right. He was listening end to end. Maybe, he already knows. That was for me, wasn't it? Face with rolling eyes. Hee. Grinning face with smiling eyes. How long have you guys been here? If he asked, if I heard anything, I might have considered giving him a better answer. Smirking face. But it was unintentional. My earphones stopped working. I was nearby, waiting for Yams when I heard him and followed it here. I'd hear it even if I was a mile away. Who wouldn't with that loud annoying voice of his? Tsukishima's brows creased. He subconsciously fixed his glasses. When I got here he was already talking and... Tsukishima shifted from his seat. Hinata was talking about him then. He said he was really nice. Natsu saw him glow red. She didn't let him get away with it. I saw you walking from that direction. She pointed to where Tsukishima came from. Then flinched when you saw us. When you saw Ni-chan. It was priceless. Face with tears of joy. Natsu laughed her heart out. Glasses Ni-chan. Do you like Oni-chan? Smirking face. If not, you wouldn't react the way you did, no? Relieved face. Tsukishima's jaw dropped. She turned his thoughts into reality. One, he'd been suppressing. One he'd been denying himself. Feelings. You little. Tsukishima stood up and was going to lecture little Natsu for teasing him to no end. Before he could speak, Hinata came rushing towards the both of them. Hinata skips excitedly over to Natsu and Tsukishima. He's back to his old self, thanks to Yamaguchi. He stops when he took notice of Tsukishima, who looked like he was about to pounce on Natsu. He jumped right in between them. Unbelievable. Ah. What are you doing to my little sister? I left her for a moment and you. Ha 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 ha. And Natsu. He was surprised to see Natsu laughing. And with Tsukishima of all people. What were you guys talking about? Tsukishima nervously fixes his glasses. What did he do to you? Calm down, Oni-chan. I was just telling him that. It was nothing. Tsukishima gave Natsu the, don't even think about it look. Hinata was lost. But Natsu? She got the whole picture. Natsu gave him a wide smile. It was nothing, Ni-chan. White smiling face. Are you sure? We can take him down together, come on. Flex biceps. Hinata goes into karate mode but Natsu stops him. It's alright, Ni-chan. I just made a friend. Tsukishima felt warm inside. A savage little brat declared his savage self, her friend. Puffed. Amazing Tsuki. You just made a friend. Ha 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 ha. Grinning face with smiling eyes. Shut up, Yamaguchi. Expressionless face. Are we leaving, Oni-chan? Yeah, we should get going. Mom will be home soon. We didn't get to play. We can come back next time, if you want. White smiling face. Can we take glasses Ni-chan with us? Tsukishima chokes but swiftly composed himself. Hinata.exe has stopped working. Yamaguchi giggles. Shut up, Yamaguchi. Face with rolling eyes. Gomen. Smiling face with smiling eyes. If he wants to. Hinata looked down. He was afraid of what Tsukishima might say. He was actually afraid of him turning him down for once. Natsu secretly winks at Tsukishima, who got the message. I don't mind. Yay. Thank you Oni-chan. Thank you glasses Ni-chan. Smiling face with smiling eyes. Hinata shot up. He didn't expect Tsukishima to agree so easily. If I said no, you'll just pester me relentlessly, isn't that right? Was what he said to him. But what he really wanted to say was. Of course, I do. He said under his breath. Did you say something Tsuki? No. Nothing. Let's go. Tsukishima walked out of the park without looking back. See you around, Hinata. Yamaguchi, tailing shortly behind him. Let's go, Natsu. Alrighty. Smiling face with smiling eyes. The same day, 8:51 p.m. Tsukishima K's point of view. It was you, isn't it? He was calling someone four-eyed jerk face and talking about pulling an all-nighter. The words remained afloat on Tsukishima's mind. Mom. Yamaguchi. Can we talk? Nyun. Wait, don't go. Tsukishima held his left arm where Hinata grabbed him. If he wants to. Incomprehensible noises. Damnit shrimpy. More incomprehensible noises. Annoying. Glasses Ni-chan. Do you like Oni-chan? Stop acting so innocent. Don't look at me that way. Tsukishima rolls on his bed side to side with a pillow pressed on his face. He stops for a moment and sits up. What were you talking about? Tsukishima stares at Hinata's name and number on his phone. Tsukishima slaps himself on both cheeks, making it burn red. Snap out of it, you doof. What are you even thinking? Stop. Just stop already. Even more incomprehensible noises. He sends his phone away from him. He stares at the phone from afar. Should I? That's a lot of incomprehensible noises. Yamaguchi. How can you be so unfair? Flashback starts. Shortly after leaving the park. What were you talking about? Atsuki. Hinata just asked me something. Smiling face with smiling eyes. What was it about? It's nothing, Tsuki. Smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat. Tsukishima stared daggers at him. Yamaguchi shuddered. Oh Tsuki. Would you quit that, please? Face with open mouth and cold sweat. Tsukishima focused his eyes on the road. Sighs. Curious, aren't we? Yamaguchi clears his throat. Ahem, tomorrow's a holiday. If you're so bothered by it, why don't you just ask him? Flashback ends. Real time. Why should I ask that shrimp? Besides, I owe people nothing and it'll stay that way. They owe me. They owe me. That's right. He owes me. Tsukishima found another excuse to make himself unaccountable for mulling over Hinata. Tsukishima took his phone and went to his messages. Hinata Shoyo's point of view. Hinata Shoyo's phone. Tsukishima sent you a message. Hinata flinched on his bed when he heard his phone ping. Hinata picks up the phone, still lying on his back. Seeing Tsukishima's name, he accidentally drops his phone, landing on his face. Ow ow ow. Hinata rubs his face and picks his phone up. I wonder what he wants. Hinata Shoyo's phone. Remember the favor you owe me? Yeah. Tsukishima is typing. Tsukishima is typing. Tsukishima is typing. Real time. What the hell is he playing at? Tsukishima sent you a message. Hinata rushed to open the mail. Hinata Shoyo's phone. Tomorrow. You. Me. At the station. 10 a.m., sharp. Tsukishima went offline.